The fact I'm sitting here, alive, normal, in my full capacities itself is a miracle. Me and Ajay, my husband, were in the Taj Mahal Hotel on the night of 26/11. I have never heard a gunshot in my life. I had never seen what a terrorist looked like before that night. I actually got a glimpse of one of them when we were running around and scurrying around trying to save ourselves. At that moment, nothing mattered. There were CEOs and then there were plumbers from the hotel. Everybody was alike. Everybody was lying down equally, holding on to each other. I remember at that moment holding Ajay's hand, and we couldn't even talk because we were hiding, and just our eyes met. And I said, I don't want to say goodbye like this. And something changed in that minute. I've written it in the book.
Namaskar. I am Ravi Gupta. I am CEO and founder of Inlets Techno Media Private Limited, and I am here with Rajita Kulkarni ji. She is president of Shri University, and she is here with us, and she will be talking about her book, which is called The Unknown Edge. And we all know that Rajita Kulkarni ji has been one of the foremost leaders in the field of education, spirituality, and training in this country. And she has been representing India in several forums globally. And she's in the board of several trusts and philanthropic organizations, both international and national organizations. So let me request uh, Rajita Kulkarni ji to talk about this book, The Unknown Edge. And first, the question to her to start with is that Rajita ji, what is this unknown edge all about? What does it mean, if you can explain, Rajita?
Thank you, Dr. Gupta, for this invitation and making the launch of The Unknown Edge a part of the World Education Summit. In fact, it opened for pre booking just yesterday. So today, this is the first time I'm talking about it after the pre booking. Um, the unknown edge, I think for each of us, Dr. Gupta, if we look back in our lives, we will all find that there have been times, there have been moments that something in our life was taken care of. We were taken care of, we were protected. Maybe we were down and out, but something was uplifting us, something was moving us ahead. And I find that in general, look at the time we are going through these last 7-8 months in the pandemic. There has been so much despair, so much strife around the world. I think in times like this, it is even more important to remember that no matter what might not be going right for us, but there is something good that is there in each of our lives. There is something positive that is happening in each of our lives. There is a force which is taking care of us. So it is unseen sometimes, so we don't realize it. And that is why it is unknown. And recognizing that, just say, if you see a small child doesn't have to worry about whether he's going to be given the food or milk or fed or taken care when he has any illness, because the mother and the father are taking care of that. So you see, children are so carefree, they are so easy, they live life so lightly. But as we start growing up, I think somewhere we lose that aspect of our personality or of our consciousness. So it is my attempt through this book to help all the readers dive a little deep into that beautiful unknown of our own lives, of your own lives, and therefore feel enriched, therefore feel empowered, therefore feel positive looking ahead. So that is the intention. And as I was sharing with you, I have really borne my soul in this book, and I have written about a lot of my life experiences, where I have been able to experience this, some miraculous experiences, some mystical experiences, some challenging, extremely difficult experiences. And I'm hoping that people of all age groups reading these will find the strength within themselves. So you are on mute.
Sorry. Uh, you survived the 26/11 attack,
Yeah.
and you were in this Taj hotel when all this happened, and was like going on. The hotel was under attack, and you were surrounded by all sort of terrorist people. So how was that experience, and how did that change you? Is that
Of course, as you will imagine, it was a very horrifying experience. It is not something that anything in life prepares you for. And for us, surely not. We just went for a meal, and, this is what we got into. We were hostage for almost 14 hours. We were stuck inside and hostage for a part of it. And it has been one of my biggest life transforming experiences. I made many life changes after that. I learned the value of time. I learned even more the value of life. Many times in our difficult moments, we say, what is this all about? Yeah, forget it. Yeah, bahut ho gaya. But, in an experience like this makes you realize life is so precious. And I realized that, a lot of what we run after or we pursue practically in life, it might be wealth, it might be name, fame, power. In a moment like this, none of it comes to your help. Everybody of us was equal. The richest person there who was hiding and the poorest person, we were all equal at that moment. And the real wealth of life is, I think, shows at such times the strength of your spirit, the love that you get from people, the good wishes that people send you, the prayers people offer you, and what they do for you. I think it makes you realize all of that. And coming out of this, Dr. Gupta, then makes you recontextualize life, and think about, what am I here for? What am I? Who am I? What is the purpose of my life? And that is the path of, that is what the path of spirituality also shines for us. As we say, science always asks and answers questions of, what is this? How is this? And spirituality answers the question of, who am I? Why am I here? What is the purpose of my life? So it allowed me to do a lot of this thinking. And I believe that my own personal practices of meditation, as you know, I am a teacher of the art of living. I also teach meditation, and I practice it every day. I learned how valuable that has been in healing me and in renewing the hope and faith in me and living a positive life. Dr. Gupta, incidents like this can leave you scarred forever. They can leave you bitter forever. But I realized that I have been able to live a full life, lead a full life, a positive life, because of my orientation and practice of meditation. And in our scriptures, there is a lot of talk about Sangha, Dr. Gupta. In Buddhism also say Buddham, Sharanam, and Sangham. So the knowledge is important, the master and the Sangha, the company you keep. So thanks to the blessings and of Puja Gurudev, Shri Ravi Shankarji, I am blessed with a very fabulous Sangha all over the world. People who are committed to doing service, people who take the time to self-reflect, who live a sattvic, pure life. So all this helped me to come out of this incident. And I am now doing my bit to make my life as useful as I can.
amazing? uh, you made a huge switch from a corporate career. You were the head of Asia Pacific head of training for Citibank, and you moved from there to a philanthropic journey, a more spiritual journey, and you got into leading various philanthropic organizations and in a leadership position. So it is a complete switch of life. So what prompted you to make that switch?
Actually, I think from a very young age, Dr. Gupta, and I have written about this also in my book, I had this sort of a inherent intuition that after a certain age of my life, I will do something not for myself, but for people around me, for the world. I used to always tell my grandmother about it. I don't think I ever understood what it meant at that age, but I used to always tell her that, after a certain age, I will not do a job, or, like, that was my small, little innocent thinking at that time. I come from a family which is very spiritually oriented, which has spent a lot of, freedom fighters have been in my family, and doing for seva has been a way of life in our family. So maybe I was hearing all of that, but so that was always there, and uh, I guess maybe this incident also catalyzed it. And the famous story is there of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and Guru Ramdas, where Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj says, "I can't do this anymore, and I want to give up my empire." And Ramdas ji says, "Okay, you give it to me." And then once he says, "Okay, I offer it to you," then Ramdas ji says, "Now, okay, this is mine. Now you run it." So I think our life is also like that. If you really look at it, quantum physics also says everything is one. It is said in our scriptures also that, sarvam khalvidam brahmam. So everything is one consciousness. It is divine consciousness. So all work we do goes to one source, like all rivers go to one source. So I think the nature of the river changed, but the work is, I think all work is important. Work is the work of, I think, yeah. So this is what I feel. This incident made me realize, because I used to have a very busy, I have now even busy life. I thought maybe I could have a little easy time, but no, when you're doing, as you said, philanthropic work, it is 3 times more busy, because, it touches your heart even more. So you want to do even more. But I think this incident was also responsible to help me make this transition. And, now I loved my time in the corporate world. I had a very fantastic time. I learned a lot. I met some exceptional professionals. My closest and oldest friends are from my banking career. And now this is another beautiful, time of my life. I'm in education. I'm helping build a university from scratch. That's, I think, a chance of a lifetime. Running schools, and really seeing the world, and seeing how the world is really our oyster.
So after moving from a corporate to a very different type of a career, now you have so many lessons and ideas in your life, and you would have wished that if I was younger, like if I meet Rajita Kulkarni when she was 21, what would I advise to her?
That's a very good question you asked me, Dr. Gupta, and I talk about this a lot to all young students who are in our university and other universities. So number one, I would tell myself, don't hesitate to dream big. Dream big. Reach for the stars. Think of the stars. Think of the impossible. Because, I believe in the power of intention, attention, and manifestation. If you take an intention and then put the right attention on it, put the right effort on it, it will manifest. So first is I wish somebody told me when I was 21 that, bada socho, think big, because many times it happens, na, Dr. Gupta, in our families also. Sometimes people say, no, don't take such a leap. People are making you cautious. That is also true. But number one, think big. Number two, don't doubt yourself. This is the one thing, especially I tell girls and women everywhere in the world, that we doubt ourselves more than our capacity. We are far more capable than what we give ourselves credit for in general. So, number two, I would say, don't doubt yourself, just go for it. Number three, work hard. This is something, many times at different stages in life, people say, abhi thoda maza kar lete hain, let us enjoy now. But, later time will come to work hard. But time moves like this. I don't think, and you will agree, you have built such a fantastic platform in so many different fields. And there is no substitute to hard work. There is no shortcut in life. Once in a while, you may get lucky, but no shortcut to hard work. So, number three, work hard. Number four, remember that failure is part of success. Somehow we think of failure and success as opposite to each other. I wish somebody told me when I was 21 that the fact that you will become successful means there will be failure along the way. And that is so important, because it allows us to build our resilience, to bounce back, to feel confident about yourself. So my fourth advice would be, remember that failure is part of success. And number five, always have faith, have hope, because there is that unknown hand, that unseen hand, that unknown edge that will be surfacing in your life, that will be taking care of you, that will be lifting you in your most difficult times. Have that faith. So that would be my five ideas.
Amazing. And one question that many people if you look at the Western word dialogues, and there is a lot of books which talk about I want to retire at 40, right, and one need not work after 40 and stuff like that. But you are working so hard at this age. Like I was talking to you
I'm not
before
so
this.
old, Dr. Gupta.
Sorry for that. Sorry. Sorry for that. I'm so sorry. Apologies.
No, it's okay. I should have put the glasses.
Apologies for that. But I'm saying that there is like a lot of youth, young people who say that one should retire after 40, and one should not be working, and we should be enjoying life and all that stuff. So how do you look at this statement? Like you haven't retired, you are working harder than ever, and what is the purpose of life? How do you see it? Like, how do you reflect on it?
Yeah. Yes, I mean, to each his own. The millennial generation has also these ideas of retire at 35, retire at 40, and then pursue your passion. I feel it is about what you want to make out of your life. Gurudev always says that the one who knows the purpose of life will not tell you, and the one who tells you doesn't know it really. So I think that is why I called the book also a mystical journey of self-discovery. And that is, I think it is each of our own self-discovery of what am I here for? What is the purpose of my life? When I look back, where have I come? Where from here? And I think to get these questions is a sign of a mature consciousness. Otherwise we wake up, we eat, drink, sleep, work, and another day comes and another day comes. But I think to get these questions, so thank you for bringing this question in, that to even have I think the question is the answer. The question is the journey. And at different times in our life, it will give us different answers. And for me, I think I have found that corner of my own being, which propels me to do things, which mean something to me and to the world around me. So I feel that, the talents we have are the gifts we get. Some of us are born with some talent. Some of us, by our learning or our not, work, we acquire them. So our talents are there to be used for the world. So I will, till my last moment will be like this. And but if somebody else wants to take it easy, that is their route. And it is our own journey of self discovery, I think, that we have to embark on.
Sure. So, what keeps you awake at night? Like, what motivates you to work each day?
So right now, if you ask me, universally is this whole discussion about the vaccine. When is life going to be back to normal? All of us have been compelled to live a life in a different way now since the last 7-8 months, and that has implications like our university is also physically shut. Everything is online while we are managing it very well. But that is not what life is about. Students come to universities for those beautiful, vibrant social connections they make. The character gets shaped. So, of course, this is a universal thing, I think, which is on all of our minds. Apart from that, what keeps me awake? Whenever I see, like for me, Dr. Gupta, this life is a bonus life. That night, we missed the terrorists 5 times. And at any stage, we could have bumped into them and I wouldn't be sitting here. But I'm here. So this is a bonus life. And then when I see this is the value of life and I see people around wasting it, squandering it in small little things, or, violence still around the world, or lack of respect for each other's point of view, lack of respect for diversity, which leads to all these strifes. I wonder sometimes, why do people get into it, and what can we do to help people rise above these small things, rise above their smallness? I think that's about it. Other than that, life is, I think challenges are there, part of all our lives. As I was sharing with you, we are now built a new Ayurveda hospital in our university. Despite the challenges of the COVID, we were able to fulfill our target, and we are going to build an integrated hospital. Now, a lot of those have challenges involved. So all that we keep doing, I think that's part of daily, life's excitement. But apart from this, nothing else really.
So you are president of this unique university, which is Shri University. So what's unique about it, and how are you trying to make it different from any other university in the world? And I'm asking in this context of your life, your vision, your purpose. So how do you relate all this to your university?
Thank you for asking this, Dr. Gupta. Puja Gurudev's vision for Shri University is to make it the best of the East and the best of the West of the world. Many times in learning, there are biases, there are prejudices we have that, I will not, if it comes from here, then I don't want it. Or if it comes from this part of the world, then I don't want it. But we want to create we are creating a university which is really the best confluence of what the East of the world and the West of the world have to offer. So, for example, we are the first university in the whole world. This year, we started a department of contemplative and behavioral sciences. All the experts are telling us that this is history in the field of psychology, to bring the aspect of contemplation. Now, that comes from our ancient Indian or even the Eastern orientation, the Oriental orientation. At the same time, we are the first university in Asia to start a faculty of osteopathy. Now, that comes from the West. We are really bringing that from the West. It's a very popular form of medicine in Europe, in America. And we have brought this here. So we want to do things which are unusual like this. Like, we are the first university in India, Dr. Gupta, I was very surprised to start a Bachelor of Agribusiness program. Now, we are an agrarian economy. 70% of our, economic consumption in India is from agriculture and farming. And we are seeing now today, in this day, and what is happening with the farmers' agitation. Now, this is the basis of our economy. And we didn't have, there wasn't a program like this. So here we really want to strengthen the economic aspect of farmers. We have a faculty of good governance and public policy, really for strengthening, grassroots level democracy. So we want to do programs which may not necessarily be very profitable for us, but are important to bring forth to the world. And we are, Dr. Gupta, probably one of the first meditating campuses of India, or maybe the world. Every student of ours learns meditation, this breathing techniques, pranayama. Even today, every morning, 6 to 8 in the morning, everybody does it together on Zoom. We are a drug-free, alcohol-free, smoke-free campus, vegetarian campus. So we want to create an environment which is safe, secure. It's difficult, as you will know. It's not easy for, especially for the kids of this age group, but we are helping them. And our biggest commitment is to our environment. The land where we inherited it. It was a barren, rocky land, 2 trees on acres of land. And today we are, month after month, we get Green Campus Awards. We just got the UI Green Matrix rating. We are 7th in India, 1st in Odisha. And out of the 10,000 universities of the world, 300 in the world. So for a young university, I think we are making very good strides. So many such areas, and I think that is where we will continue.
Very, very interesting and amazing and inspiring, I will say. And I will ask you this question that you have searched for meaning and self-awareness and have described it beautifully in your book. What have you learned, and what can you share with us?
What have I learned? What I have learned, Dr. Gupta, is that no matter what life brings our way, life is precious. Each of us come with our own destiny in a sense, but each of us also have the power within us and in our hands to shape our destiny. And we can do that with our commitment. We can do that with our, with our perseverance. Or we can do that by, being open to possibilities of life. And I have also learned that, what you pay, I mean, what you sow, you reap. It's a very our commonly heard phrase, but it is really true in life. It is really true in life. So creating that cascade of goodness can begin with us. So when we start it, it comes back to us. Many more are there. I have talked about that in my book, and I hope that will help the readers reflect about it for themselves also.
And a lot of our audience right now in the field of education. So I wish to ask you that as educators, either in higher education or in school education or in preschool education, what is the message, or what is the lessons you wish to share from your book, or for them specifically, and even to students, if you wish?
Yes. So let me talk about us as teachers first. I mean, we know it, and it is a very alive belief in me always that the world of tomorrow gets shaped in the classrooms of today. And that is the incredible responsibility. It is an incredible honor, but also an incredible responsibility for us as teachers. So I will say what I say to our teachers, and I tell myself, is that we of all people have to be karma yogis, which means that what I am doing in my class, or what I am doing in to my students or with my students, is that what I would like my children's teachers to do with them. If this thought is alive in us always, I think there is no doubt that we will do more than the best for our students. And I think that is the very simple that's a very simple foundation for all that we do in our schools and colleges, because we do it every day, day after day, day after day. So for me, this is a very important thought which is alive. And I think the world of education is changing a lot. It is becoming a lot more open, lot more flexible. The NEP now is outlining for us a huge number of possibilities of what we can do for our students, and the environment is compelling us. Like this year, nobody of us would have ever thought that we could all go online even for the next 5 years, but we all did it in 3-4 days after the lockdowns. So education, the way we impart it and the way students will want to learn it will change. Lifelong education will become a thing, a norm. Today universities like National University of Singapore offer student education for student, people of age group 70 and above, 80 and above, 60 and above. And it is true, because gone are the days, Dr. Gupta, you will agree, where we can say that, I graduated at 21 with a BA, BCom, BSc, whatever degree, and that will last me till I'm 80. No, because the life is changing, times are changing much faster. So all of us will have to think about continuous lifelong education. And that will mean we have to educate ourselves also. We have to upskill, reskill ourselves. So that, I would say, is for us as teachers. And for students, I think it is an extremely exciting time to be a student. Because see, when you and I went to college, we had to go to physical libraries to sit with books. So if there were 4 books and all 4 were taken, then that's it. They had a competitive advantage over us. But today, education has got completely, it has become democratized in that sense. It's become flat. Information is available. So information is available almost for free today. But converting that into knowledge or wisdom or education for myself, I think that is the challenge today for students. Going through and cutting through the clutter of information also. So I think there are a lot of opportunities and challenges. I would say use the opportunities and collaborate to get over the challenges. I think that will be the way for the future of the world.
Fantastic. Collaboration is the key, as you sorry. And in the end, I will request you, Rajita ji, if you have your message to our team at Inlets, like about what we are doing. Yeah.
Dr. Gupta, I must, this is probably in this pandemic, in a way, thanks to the pandemic, so many of us were able to participate in so many of these online events, and I have participated in many of your events before. I am very impressed with the platforms you have created, with the way you are bringing the entire community together. Each of your events has 1,000, 2,000 participants, and with the newness of approach that you take. I think that is very, very refreshing. And I know you have a lot of initiatives in the health sector. You have a magazine for that. Plus now, because of this time, you're doing mental wellness programs for people called Panacea. And this is so, you have been so agile and responding to the times, need of the time. So really hearty congratulations to you, and really big applause for your team for curating these events for us. We, I think, learn a lot from each other, and it gives us a chance to express our views. So thank you very much. And for me, very special, because just yesterday the pre-booking opened for my book, and today this is the first conversation I'm having. So it will always remain very special for me.
And it is special for us also that we have this launch in our World Education Summit School Edition, and we have more than 1,000 people who are logged in here. So it's a very, very special moment for us. And let me request my colleague to show the.
Dr. Gupta, one thing I want to
Sure,
add,
sure,
because
sure.
many of our participants today are teachers. I have spoken about it many times in the last few months. I think we have celebrated Corona warriors in terms of the first responders or the medical fraternity, doctors, nurses, caretakers. But I think as big Corona warriors are our school teachers, because if anybody teaches one class on Zoom or Google Meet to a bunch of 40, 50 children, I think that person is eligible to get like a Peace Prize award. the amount of patience, the amount of sensitivity, the amount of really hand holding that our teachers have done. And they have had to all work extra, because you have to prepare PPTs. So apart from classroom, everybody has worked extra. So I would really on this forum like to applaud in a hugest way all our teachers. I think you have all been supreme Corona warriors. And I think because of you, many families were able to deal with this challenge themselves, because you kept the kids purposefully occupied. So big salute to you and more power to all the teachers. Really, hats off for all your efforts.
No doubt about it. I think the school teachers have emerged as the corona warriors in these situations, and they are really like in a month time or 2 months time, they all came online. They changed their style of teaching from physical to virtual, and they were all there. So hats off to them, of course. Thank you for acknowledging this. And let me request my colleague to bring on the screen the book is available on Amazon, and it's called The Unknown Edge. And there's a like a discount offer also. So we are requesting each of you to please buy the book, and also you can see the Amazon link on the bottom of the screen. So it's we at Inlets are just helping in this like the promotion of this because we believe that this is a great book written by Rajita Kulkarni ji, and you would have realized after listening to this conversation that how much depth and how much sensitivity and spirituality is residing with her, and it's a honor to have her with us. And I am myself looking forward to reading this book uh, uh, just after this summit. So, Rajita ji, closing remarks from your side, and we will end this. A speaker a small token of appreciation from our side, a speaker certificate of World Education Summit to Rajita Kulkarni ji, President of Shri Shri University, and we will email it to you, Rajita ji.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gupta. I really enjoyed this conversation, and I hope everybody who's listening to this can, through my book, get a glimpse of their own journeys of self-discovery, the unknown edge in their own lives. I wish you all the very best and wish you a very happy new year in advance. And may 2021 turn over a new leaf for all of us. And wishing everybody good health and happiness. Thank you very much.
Namaskar. Thank you.